All
It's not
right.
fucking PC, bro.
Bro, I'm PC on my left, bro. How are we? How are our levels doing? Do we sound? Oh, you guys sound generally the same loud.
I'm like level 80. I just learned fire magic, which is a little behind, but whatever. I think
Okay.
you learned that just a lot earlier.
Just gotta keep it up. Keep up your spell learning.
You're supposed to fucking start with fire magic, dude. It's one of the 5 basic elements. Are you freaking new? This is unreal.
know.
What are you
I can't
new?
work- I can't work-
Fire, water, wind, earth, and fax machine.
Oh yes, the 5th basic element.
Moron.
So when you go to like combine elements, what is like wind mixed with fax machine?
No, it's cell phone.
Cell phone.
A fax machine that uses the air, so it's a cell phone. And
It
then
uses the air around us to blow away the shitty fax machines that no one should be using anymore and replace them with technology.
Exactly. That's alchemy.
That's just
Or, you know,
basic alchemy.
Fax machine and wind could just be like falconry.
What about?
Of course.
I'm more.
Air your pigeons.
What
Yeah.
about a fiction machine?
A fiction. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Damn it, Ed.
Everybody take a minute to process that one.
Ugh.
React
Facts are
appropriately.
facts, and
And
fiction's
fiction's fiction.
fiction.
You know what? I get it.
Humana,
So I went to
humana,
Roch-
exit stage left even.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Superman. So I went to Rochester. I went to New Haven. And I just got back like literally 5 minutes ago. I had time to get in, poop, and then start recording in that order. I did not wash hands yet.
Nice. Oh god.
But
You
I saw
took like 45 minutes to shit.
it took 5 minutes to shit. It took 7 hours to drive. But I got back. I was there. I saw the foul play, our old friends' foul play, of which we are all we are all alumni. They have a term for us. I think it's a misguided term, but they call us. They refer to us as legends.
Dude, that is literally the best thing I've heard in like years.
They're
I'm a
one of those
legend?
legends.
We're all legends, and I think that's a big mistake.
Yeah, I feel like they don't have a lot of positive role models in their lives, and
And I
I'm
feel like
fine with
we're a
that.
bad place to start.
2 questions. How big was their crowd and how'd they do? Just overall.
So I went to the show, and let me tell you, they knocked my socks off.
Yeah.
And what's more, after they finished mugging me and stealing my socks, they put on a comedy show.
Oh,
It went over well.
Nice.
I was in the car for 7 hours, and that's the only joke I could think of to describe. That's all I got. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Chimp Knuckles.
Now the world
Founder of Chimp Knuckles and the Master Legend.
First of all, they got at least 100 people into web auditorium.
Holy shit.
No,
And-
that's like typical now.
Yeah, and
For real?
there were over 24 of them on stage. The show was like 3 hours long. They mixed in long form and short form, and it was easily the best I've ever seen out of any incarnation of the group myself.
Dude,
and
that is freaking awesome.
and when
Who's
I
in charge?
who's in charge? Well, Chris is not in charge. He just left. Chris Cordy just
Yeah.
left, but he was in the audience. We were heckling together. Pat or Joe Graham was helping to run. Cam was helping to run.
Yeah.
Rainbows. I don't know who's actually like the president.
I believe it's
actually, right?
Cam and Joe Graham.
Yeah,
Wow,
they
it's finally gotten to the point where I don't even know who the president
Yeah, right?
is.
I
That's
only know them
really
because-
sad. I'm old as fuck now.
Barack Obama?
Yeah.
It's been the case since 2009, man, and you know. he's-
But yeah,
This
like
guy.
they and when I told them like this was the best I've ever seen, they're like, yeah, it was alright. It was not our best show, and I was like, are you fucking kidding? That was not your best? Okay, great, even better. Like it was fantastic. I was like super proud of these guys. And what's more, at least three of them were like, yeah, I've heard Chimp Knuckles, and my reaction was just like, why?
like, really?
Are you sure? Why?
You know,
Okay,
or you
I
can
guess.
incentivize them to like the page and grow it. But that's fine, Mike.
I
Ask
did,
why.
but my first reaction was just like, really? Okay.
Yeah, it's
It was
like
more
really
surprise.
because most of our shows have sort of sucked.
We
No.
gotta suck. No, we have like they're aware of us. I'm very hesitant to cross promote. I don't like the idea of going to because I go there to like stay in touch with the people there. I don't want people to get the impression that I'm going there to promote my shit.
But
Like,
you are.
I'm afraid of that. I don't want them to be like,
But you are.
but I'm not though. I'm not at all. So I was
I'm
surprised
sorry.
when they mentioned Chimp Knuckles at all. And they knew me by name. They recognized me. People I'd never met were like, "Hey, Mike Devine." I was like,
What the fuck? That's
Where?
pretty sweet.
"That's
Even-
fucking
wait,
weird."
e-
I'm not
even
used to that.
by looking at you, even though it's like an audio
Well,
only thing. Then what
Okay,
you
so they saw me wearing the old Comedy Troupe shirts, the ones that I made before the ones that they actually use now.
Dude, I
Oh, the
totally
ones I
still
was
have
promised
that.
for
It's
like
vintage.
600 years.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
you're
the
never
ones,
getting
the ones that I
shirt.
paid for, but you know, it was just like
Never
said-
Well, because Walmart stopped making them. They
Well,
stopped
it
making
was
these.
it was like $8 for a shirt. It was like okay, and then like a few months later, it was like, well, we're out of shirts, so does
Yeah.
anyone
Fuck
want to
you.
They
donate their
straight up stopped
$8?
making them at Walmart, and the problem was I couldn't make 2 different shirts for the group because if we had like, it would have been weird. I wanted to wait until more of these shirts came in, and they never fucking did. Walmart was like, "Oh shit, we killed all the kids in Bangladesh. We can't make these shirts anymore." I guess not. So I was kind of screwed. Like I didn't want to make 2 separate shirts and like make this weird two variant group on stage.
No,
And I didn't have enough money to
Mike,
make all new
you can
shirts.
keep it. I'll donate it. It's fine. Just
It's fine.
Well, now they got all new shirts.
Donation.
Now it's irrelevant because they have shirts that because they had to change the name. They're Foul Play now. They're not the Thundercocks. So they changed the logo slightly and they changed the name. So now it's a completely different entity. But,
I like to think that. So, like, do they still know that they're actually the Thundercock still, or is it like?
No.
So well,
I kept trying to sling until last year, but then
Oh man.
the older ones because I had visited last year. I had explained it to them, but the freshmen of this year didn't know. I had to explain it all over again, and it was like story time. They're all sat down in the apartment. And I was like, "All right,
Gather
kids,
around, grandsons.
get around, grandsons. Where's my teeth?" And I just sat telling them the story. Actually, one of the kids. First of all, we have two mics in the comedy troupe for the first time since I left. I don't think there was a mic at all since I left that I'm aware of. Now we got 2. One of them that actually looks like a lot like a young me, and I really wanted to just be like, "Son, you appreciate that jawline while you have it, and you appreciate fitting into those pants while you can. In 10 years' time, you'll be me." In fact, he did me proud. He took his pants off on stage.
Damn.
It was for a game, but the point is he took his pants off on stage, and I had to like wipe away like a tear of pride in the audience, like that's my chimp, or not chimp. That's my foul play
chimp.
right there. That's my chimp.
Probably shouldn't say that in public, but
That's
you know.
my chimp.
you should just scream, "That's my chick! That's my chick up there!"
My chick. But yes, it went over stupendously. One of the mics is interested. We don't have any film kids in comedy troupe this year, despite the fact that it's
Oh,
like 2
shit.
dozen strong, and that's the first time I've ever heard of
Wait.
that.
That's
What?
crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of nuts.
Wait,
I feel like it's.
did
Huh?
Shabadooby quit?
She is not like actively participating, but she's still like
Okay.
she's demoted herself to groupie, where she comes
Okay.
to the shows and hangs out, but she's not performing right now because she doesn't have time to do the practices.
It's 'cause she doesn't know how to put.
Strumba, we're live.
I know.
Don't
Yeah,
don't be
I'm throwing
mean.
down. I'm throwing down. Just kidding.
He's
Hey,
cranky.
Oh
He's
man,
cranky.
I got
But back
speaking
in
of
the
old
foul
school
play.
trop.
Huh?
Oh,
Huh?
it'd be funnier if we all talked at the same time.
Go ahead.
Emily Shabbat Sunday, you get your butt back to foul play right now.
You go to your room, and by room we mean foul play meetings on probably Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 to 10.
Mondays and Wednesdays, peon.
Motherfuckers!
We changed everything. You
Everything
left,
is
and we're
different.
like, you know what?
So yeah, but one of the new mics was interested in doing a short film about comedy troupe, and he was like, "Do you know anyone who's into film?" And I was like, "Are you kidding? You don't have like 6 film kids in the comedy troupe?" "No, we have none." I was like, "What?"
Really?
All right, let me get you in touch with our resident film pros, the alumni of comedy troupe. We have
The
about
legends.
12. The legends. We have about 12 legends who are film kids. They can guide you.
We're
So I'll
really
give you-
Legends.
legends.
I'm
I
gonna
like
get you
to
guys in
think
touch
that
with them.
we're all just giant heads now, like Olmec from
Mount
Legends of the Hidden
Rushmore.
Temple. It's like,
we should make like
we're
a
like
Mount
Zordon,
Rushmore.
like, Rangers, we have a comedy mission for you.
We go back to visit RT1A and it's just like every time we go back, just the Sentinels just replaced by one like a statue of us. It's like, man.
Like the faceless men in Game of Thrones. We're just like hairless face of metal in the statue, and then we just go missing one at a time.
Yup. And
That's
it's
how it
like, you know, the statues are super over-exaggerated. Like, man, I never knew I had that many abs.
I didn't know my penis was that big, but I'll take it.
I didn't know someone could have that many abs to begin with. Like 37 is just a really odd
Seems
number.
like
Yeah,
another
ab to
two.
eyeball ratio is way off there.
Ah, I
You
see.
just swallowed a bunch of,
You
like-
have the extra set of legend abs.
Legend. The one of the audience members asked Dr. Know-It-All a question. He was, if we're out here and he's in there, then who's the sheriff? And like 3 of us got the joke.
I don't get the joke.
None of you
What's
get
the joke?
The Misadventures of Skooks. It's a YouTube poop with Scooby-Doo. They poop the YouTube poop Scooby-Doo, and it's fucking fantastic. Go watch it.
Okay.
Go find it. It's called The Misadventures of Skooks.
All right, we're gonna do a YouTube party on Chimp Knuckles this week, everyone.
Yeah.
That's
All
the
right.
show. We're just gonna watch it.
So watch
So
Dr.
to follow along,
Trey.
we've put all the links to the YouTube videos in the description. So just open those in a new tab, and we'll tell you what links to click at what time. So first off, we're gonna watch this YouTube poop about Scooby-Doo.
I
Yeah.
feel like we're gonna have to do
pause
this
the video
now.
now.
You clearly thought this out way too much to not do it.
And
We absolutely could do that, by the way. We could do like a live synchronized thing where we just tell them click the links here when we say like a reading tape, like one of those audio like cassette tapes.
Like the
for a
Reading
book.
Rainbow.
Yeah, like when you read a book and you have a cassette tape.
Do anything. Take
But
a
I won't suck dick.
book. Reading Rainbow.
We went in 2 different directions there just now.
what's happening?
let's
New
start.
choice
let's
of
start-
train of thought.
New choice of let's introduce the show and now that we have like a full half hour of banter, I can splice into the show.
You know,
let's get on the road.
Yeah.
Let's get on the gravy train here.
Imagine if there's music play, or I mean, like, ding dong, the awesome intro music playing.
Okay, so let me. I'm gonna do my intro here. Hey, this is Chimp Knuckles. We are here tonight for you. We are doing this live. We're once again on the internets, on the radio waves. I just got back from Rochester like 5 minutes ago. I just pooped. I just peed. I just ate. I just used my litter box. I just emptied my litter box. I just shat in the toilet and then just hope for the best. Which is actually what happened because my toilet's broken. It doesn't flush.
Oh god, dude.
That
Tasty.
last one was true.
Yum!
It's
You
waiting
just
for me
fill-
to come
you fill
back.
the reservoir and then just flush it. It's not like.
Well, no, the chain is broken. Like I have to. It's a crapshoot. No pun intended. I have to. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't.
Well, can you reach with like a little pair of pliers and just pull up the chain for a second?
I could. I do now. I have to like fix it. But
Yeah.
anyway, so
Adult problems.
oh, man problems, man world problems. We are live on the Google Hangouts, and you may have heard some noises just now that don't seem to jive with reality. That's just because we have access to a nice little soundboard here on Google Hangouts. You hear some sounds like this guy. You might hear one of these. You might hear some very obviously fake applause. What you heard there, the last sound was this guy. That is tied to a game we call New Choice. It's a game we play during the shows. You can play it at home if you have an alcoholic beverage in your hand and you really want to just annoy your roommates. You can play it at home. Every time we hear that noise, one of us, whoever said something, has to redo New Choice what they just said.
That's
So-
right, Mike. Thank you, Mike. I hate you, Mike. Yeah.
Don't worry, when I splice that, it'll be super smooth. There will be no awkward silence whatsoever when I splice that in.
I was
It'll
like,
sound-
yeah, whatever. We're good.
I've learned.
It's
I've been getting very good at removing empty silences. If you
Versus
notice the last
those,
couple,
I
versus
feel
those
like
full
that's the
silences.
audio comedic equivalent of a push-up bra, like just removing empty silences. You're just pretending that it's so much better than it really is when you just unclasp it.
exactly. When you can unclasp it by going on the YouTube and watching our uncut shows, and you can see what our A cups look like in person, or you could listen on iTunes and on the podcast and listen to how our B cups sound. The choice is yours and yours alone.
One of us has a C cup. What? Listen to find out who.
Spin the wheel of C cups.
It's
a
Alex!
captain. If
Oh,
a captain,
Richie! Oh.
if a captain is on a boat and owns a cup, is it a sea cup?
Oh,
Okay.
man. I actually,
No, because it's a space
Strumba, so I channeled my inner Matt, actually, to get a date. I was talking to this girl online, and her profile thing said that she loved puns and sushi,
Oh no.
basically. And so I asked her, so I was like, quick, I need the address, like the place, like the location of a good sushi place. And she goes, oh, this sushi shop. And I go, oh, I've actually been there. I guess you could say I'm on a roll.
Wow.
And you got a date?
Yeah.
No.
Of course not.
Was she cute?
Yeah.
All right, there you go. You're well. You see, my advice finally paid off. 5.5 years ago, I
Not
said
for you, but for some.
I am thoroughly bewildered by the result of that story. That was
bewildered.
that would go a different way. I'm shocked at the outcome. But now we've
story
got.
just sound a little fishy.
Oh man. So we've introduced how this game works. Now let's go ahead and let's meet the players here. First up, we've got, in order of appearance, we've got Alex Cantor. Alex is a retired bag boy living out of Pensacola, Florida. Alex, how are you doing tonight?
Well, I'm carrying all of Donald Trump's shit from the rally, so I'm not doing too great. There's a lot of disturbing stuff in here.
All right.
For those of you who don't know, Donald Trump had a rally in Pensacola, Florida.
I really prefer Pepsi Cola or Florida. Sorry, guys. It's a late night.
I can't edit that one. That one's got to stay.
No, you have to.
Stay.
it's just done. Okay, you know what, Matt? Just hide in my bag. Hide in my bag.
Hide in my bag. Hide in my Pensacola Trump bag.
We also go anywhere near someone.
Make America and Jesus great again.
Make America bag again.
Bag America again.
Donald Trump's whole platform is just getting grocery stores a little more antiquated.
Exactly. So, moving on along, we've got Ed Foose, a.k.a. Ed Foose. Ed is an aspiring bag boy living out of Saskatchewan, Canada. Ed, how are you doing? Tell us about yourself.
Well, see, I'm not an American, so I don't know what it's like to live in a beautiful, great country. So I'm really aspiring to be an American bag boy for President Trump, but I'll get there someday. I need to
get back behind the giant wall.
There's a giant wall. I mean, I thought it was just between the U.S. and Mexico, but no, it was both sides. So
anywhere that's not America is now Mexico.
Clearly, so I think I might be a second-rate Canadian bag boy, but
Well, dare to dream.
That's my favorite alternative band.
Yeah.
Second-rate American bag boy.
And finally,
they released like one album that was like super indie, and they sold like 2 copies of
on cassette tape.
Super underground.
It's like etched into a block of wood.
But then like 20 years later, they released like a 5-disc deluxe edition.
Greatest hit. Once one of their members overdosed on heroin, it became a Memorial Greatest Hit Edition 20th Century Match.
And then everyone's like, "Oh, I love this band when they were big," and they're like, "No, you didn't."
No one did. They didn't even. Last but least, we've got Matt Lease. We've got Matt Lease, a.k.a. Brumbo. Matt is a current bag boy working out of Edinburgh, Scotland. Matt, how are you doing?
Ugh.
Fantastic.
And last but certainly least, we have Mike Devine, a professional Pledge of Allegiance singer in American schools. How are you doing today, Chimp Mike?
Well, I pledge allegiance to Chimp Knuckles of the United States of Comedy, and 2, my face, for which I punch 1 vagina under me, indivisible, with I pooped in the toilet and didn't flush.
Fucking Christ.
Oh, say.
What
does
now?
that Star-Spangled Banner yet wave?
So that was fun. Let's go ahead. We're going to do our first game tonight. Our first game is a game we haven't been able to do in a while, or have we? I don't know. When was the last time we did Expert Challenge? I don't even know.
Jeez.
Oh,
It's been
God.
a while.
Last week.
Was it last week? I feel like it
It
was.
was 2 weeks ago.
It was
Maybe.
the one with Topher.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, we're doing it
We
again.
had a Topher sighting? How did I miss this?
A wild Topher appeared.
You were dead.
You were
You were
dead.
dating puns.
You were
Yeah.
Actually, shit, if it was 2 weeks ago, I might have been.
dead. You were knee deep in sushi that night.
Oh, no. That's not good.
It's not good, but it ain't bad.
Wait. If the captain is eating it out on a ship, is it pussy?
Give it to him. Give it to him.
All right, I'll allow it. Points. Okay, so let's go. We're gonna jump into our first game. We're doing a game we call Expert Challenge. Let's go ahead. We're playing the Spurt Chow.
Spurs out.
All right.
Yeah, smart.
Oh, Alex, do you want to run Expert Challenge? Because I know you're traditionally very good at it. Do you want to run it?
Yes, sir.
You're very good at it because you always get really mad.
Yes.
Sit down!
All right, go ahead. Set us up. Explain it. We'll do. Oh, hang on a sec. Do
Sit
we?
down.
Okay. Do we want to use the random noun generator? I can post the link to it. So for if anyone else is hosting a game they want to use it for, I'll give you
Random noun generator.
the
Oh,
random.
oh, yeah.
The savior
sure.
of several of our games, the random noun generator.
Sure. Link it in Chimp Chat.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it put it in the fuckles. There it is.
We rename. We just renamed the chat to the Fuckles.
On it. Way ahead of you.
Yeah, but by the way,
Your software productivity web backend.
by the way, anytime I like hand my phone over to someone to be like, oh yeah, look at this, I have to make sure and go into Facebook and turn off notifications just in case, because I don't want to have to explain what Chimp Knuckles is because
It's gonna be even better
probably
because
if it's something it's gonna be just something just really stupid.
no,
But-
it's gonna be even better because soon it'll get notifications saying Mike Devine posted in the fuckles.
and it's probably just like, you know, make an octopus better in 6 words. I'm like, what?
Exactly. All right, so I posted the random noun generator. So if you want to use it, go ahead. If you want to do turning to the Google for your suggestions, feel free. I don't think we have an audience tonight, so. But
Sure. Yeah, man. This random noun generator is not that great. None of these combos make sense.
well, no, you pick one of them and you can take liberties with it. But it gives you 4 choices, so out of those 4, you
gotcha.
should be able to get a good one. I think we got one.
Okay. Okay. So.
Okay. The 4 that I just got, just so you know, in order, are coarse jelly panty radar.
You just found your sex position for the night.
I got Bubble Canada Larch Pelican.
Well, now I have to
I
get
got big canvas German feet.
We now have the next 3 names to our shows.
one. Asparagus Fall Key Tower.
Teddy Roosevelt bathtub.
This is so unpresidential.
Okay.
That's 4 words.
Oh, what the fuck? Okay, so this is the game of expert challenge. So everyone's about to become an expert on this thing from the random noun generator, which, as you may have just heard, is going to be German feet. So they're all an expert on German feet. And so we're going to do 1 minute and 30 seconds of this.
Oh,
And
I can start this.
all right, and Matt is going to start.
Matt has volunteered to be our
And
German feet.
yeah, so if any of these guys think Matt is not an expert, they can challenge him, tell me why they're the better expert.
I got my
And
finger
whoever's
on the
left
button.
standing at the end of 1 minute 30 seconds is going to be the king of German foot porn.
Yay!
So this is the game of Spurt Chow. We got 1:30 on the clock. Players, are you ready?
Yeah.
Matt, begin.
So as we all know, Germany has been very structured since about the 1400s. Scientists estimate that they've been about 500 picoseconds at max off of their schedule that they created back in 1423. As part of the schedule, they created a shoe regime, and as we all know, all Germans are only allowed to wear size 9 shoes.
Challenge.
Ed.
They are not worried about their carbon footprint.
This is very true. That's incredibly insensitive. Please continue. You have 1 minute.
So they can wear they're supposed to wear size 1 shoe to leave as little of a footprint as possible because Germany is very forward thinking when it
Challenge.
comes to
Mike.
That they don't wear size 1 shoes, they wear size 1 sneakers.
Absolutely. That is way angrier. Please continue. You have 45 seconds.
So Germany invented these sneakers for the purpose of sneaking into Switzerland on a regular basis. They successfully did so in the war of 1812 and then the War of 1813. The War of 1814, they took a bye week and they just didn't go there.
Challenge.
Matt.
In the War of 1815, all these sneakers they realized were heaping piles of schnitzel.
Oh, Schnitzel, please continue. 30
Which
seconds.
sounds like maybe I'm making a joke off the word shit, which is an American colloquialism, but actually, in fact, no, these shoes were made out of pounded pork, breaded and fried. And they realized
Challenge.
that from a
Yes.
week.
the breaded pork just turned
Sit
into
down.
schnitzel.
Continue. 15 seconds.
As I was saying, in the War of 1816.
Challenge.
Yes.
It makes me schneet
Yeah.
uncontrollably.
Challenge.
Yes.
That made me schneet inside of my schnitzel sandals.
You were schneeting earlier. Please continue.
My schneet. Me or him?
You.
So anyway,
the
my
schneeting one.
schneeting schnitzel sandals had the unfortunate coincidence of stepping into a puddle of schnit. So my schnitzel sandals had a lot of trouble. But luckily they're German and they're built to last. So what I did was I took them to the dry
5
cleaners.
seconds.
Challenge.
Yes.
It's a well-known fact that German Dr. Seuss is terrible, and I'm done listening to him.
This is incredibly true. Very anti-Semitic.
Yes.
4, 3, 2. Don't let anti-Semitism win. Yes.
Damn it. I prefer the Austrian Dr. Seuss, Dr. Seuss.
Yes,
Wow.
you win. Is better
That
than...
was the good one.
God damn it, not bad. Mike is the German foot porn dungeon master.
I am the Footreich. Footführer.
Hail, creepy Google search Hitler.
Somebody please.
I did just.
Yeah.
So I recently just started working at a security company because I needed a job and I get to do whatever I want there. So it's kind of interesting. But the guy who hired me's
Including
last
letting
name.
armed criminals in.
Yeah. The guy who hired me's last name was Führer, and I was like, holy crap! Like.
Oh, mein Führer. That poor
Essentially.
gentleman. It's almost as bad as being named Hitler.
Well, no, I pictured a scenario where I got really like we were about to we're challenging each other to a fight, but then we get pulled away at the last second, and instead I'm shirtless and I'm pointing at him and I'm just like, "You're mine, Führer," that kind of thing. the scenario that I kept playing out in my head.
Make it happen. Make it happen.
No.
I find it rather ironic that there seem to be no other Hitlers other than the one that we all hate. It's almost as if the Hitlers were just cleansed from the earth ethnically, and we all just agreed to that.
Yeah, I'm pretty chill with it.
Yeah, I mean, as a Jew, I'm fine with that. I see no connection whatsoever.
So I had a shower thought the other day. What did Hitler call his lazy boy? Mein comfy chair.
Oh yeah.
Wait, yeah. You know what happened when oh, I had a joke here and it died. Something about Hitler playing his brother in Battleship and his brother's name was Missler, and so you had Hitler and Missler. There's something here. Whatever.
You stunk my battle schnitzel. I don't know. Still on the hot
Or
dogs.
pork.
Your battle.
Listen, I love schnitzels. I wouldn't back
Yeah,
off.
schnitzel's the shit. Kabasi. Well, that's
Dude,
not
Rohrbacht's
German,
in
that's
Rochester has cheap, awesome schnitzel.
Yeah.
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 Okay, let's jump in. We're going to do our second game. We're going to bring back an oldie. We're going to try this one. If it doesn't work, you won't hear this as part of the show. I'll cut it out and replace it with like a rerun or something from one of the other shows. Where Topher will just be here for a game and then be gone and no one will talk about it.
As long as it's documentary.
We'll make it a clip show. So we're going to play...
You're really messing with me, dude. I can't do his voice. I can't. I'm trying. Nope.
No one can. It's a
Not
miracle.
even him.
Not even him. Okay, so we're going to bring back a game. We're doing a game called Sound Effects. The way Sound Effects is played is we're going to have a two-person scene. So we're going to have Alex and Ed.
Hey.
And they are going to be performing a scene. I'm going to turn to my random noun generator real quick to get the theme for our scene. Our suggestion for the scene is going to be gas. Gas.
Dude, we were just talking about Hitler. What the fuck?
Gas?
Yup.
Chamber.
On it.
Oh, god damn it.
Yeah.
Considering I'm half Jewish, it took me way too long. So
I got it twice as quick as you because I'm literally twice the Jew.
it's twice the Jew. So we've got so our suggestion is gas. Take that how you will. For Ed and Alex, the way Sound Effects works is we're going to have these two conduct a scene, but at random intervals, I'm gonna just go ahead and play a sound, like something like that, or maybe one of those. Maybe one of those.
Holy crap, we actually have working sound effects.
Yeah, shit.
Exactly. That's why we're bringing it back. I got my old phone and I turned the volume way up, and it sounds legit. So you guys aren't gonna know what these sounds are. I'm gonna pull them straight out my ass. But so
Then they'll sound like poops.
they'll sound like poops. They'll join the others in my toilet. So that's how sound effects work. So players, this is a game of sound effects. Your suggestion is gas. Are you ready?
Yep.
Yep.
You have 3 minutes. Begin.
Hey, welcome to the Gym of Artisanal Symphony. Gas, are you here for the 11 p.m. showing?
I am actually. I'm very excited to come here. I've traveled actually all the way from Nova Scotia to come here, so I'm very excited.
Are you sure you didn't bring something from Nova Scotia with you?
Well, I came with my wife here. She's a cow.
Sir, whoa. Okay, so we don't let animal wives in our artisanal establishment.
Oh, but do you let? Honey, just don't worry. I'll talk to him.
Oh my God, that was an irreplaceable piece by an angsty independent indie artist. How could you?
Do you know who's even more irreplaceable? It's my wife.
You can't even talk, you filthy commoner.
I cannot. Because I am deeply in love.
Okay, look, I'm thinking about it. It's clear that you really do love this thing. Okay?
We are married.
It's pretty...
We are a legal union.
A legal union,
Things are different in Nova Scotia than they are here in your narrow-minded patriarchy, okay?
Narrow-minded? We only practice polygamy in gas, sir. You're gonna have to take on at least one more cow if you would like to see this show.
All right, the bad news is my phone died mid-moo. You might have heard that. It just like went meh, and then just straight up died. The good news is you finished the scene.
I really would have liked it.
That was a 10-second scene.
Yeah, that was not... I mean, I don't know. I thought that could work.
That might
really
work. I
would've
might
liked
leave
it.
that in.
I really would have liked it if after Ed said, Alex was like, Ed, you cannot speak, and Ed just said, I cannot, and then just silence for like a minute and a half.
I cannot. Oh.
So yeah, I don't know how this phone was not charged. It's been plugged in. The cable must have gotten loose and it wasn't fully charged. I usually leave it. This is my old phone. I leave it charged. Yeah, I leave it charged because I use it as like my TV when I fall asleep at night. It's on my dresser. I don't know why it had like it apparently had 2% battery. So
the good news is I think that can actually work.
Yeah, that was actually working pretty good.
Yeah.
We might be able to use the one we just did. If not, we'll do
it's short, but it's fine.
We'll see.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's Gine.
It's Gine.
It's Gine thin.
If anything, I think it's worth putting in just for the sake of the fact that I find it funny that it died in the middle of the scene. To me, it was obvious because it cut out mid-move. I don't think you guys heard, but it was like and it was pretty obvious where it died.
I thought it was just a shorter effect.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Not at all. It just went black, and I was like, "Oh fuck!"
Shit got fucking just wrecked.
Stretch. So we'll see how that plays on the audio. We'll
probably cut off.
It probably won't. Okay.
Snarfity snarf.
Since we've got all the momentum we need, let's jump into. Let's go ahead and do our brand new game.
Ooh.
We're gonna jump into our brand new game that we're introducing tonight that I just invented. So, adjust your expectations accordingly. So this is a game that I like to call Captain's Log. The way Captain's Log works is our captain, who is going to be played by... I'll do it. I'll be the captain. Fine. Fuck it. I don't care.
You pulled my leg.
Sure. Yeah, Mike.
Only because I want to try out a Kirk accent. It's been a long time since I've tried my Kirk voice. I'm eager for this. So, our captain, I'll be the captain. Our captain, me, is going to be playing back his captain's log from a mission that he and his crew went on. The crew composes, of course, of Matt and Ed. And so Matt and Ed are going ahead, and I'm going to introduce the captain's log. I'm going to begin the captain's log, and then they're going to fill in the actual events that took place. And then I'm going to do my best to narrate in between bursts of audio hug. So we need a suggestion for our scene. I'm going to hit our old buddy, the random noun generator, and generate some nouns. All right, your suggestion for the scene is Congo. Congo is our suggestion.
Congo.
Okay. So, players, this is the game of Captain's Log. Are you ready?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. Captain's Log, stardate 35709er. The crew has approached a strange alien world, and we have discovered that the people native here are incessant Congo dancers.
Hey, if you pee on people here, they get angry at you too.
Really?
Yeah, mark that on the checklist.
You're lying. Let me try it.
No, I'm serious.
So apparently, the mission did not go well. Two of our senior members of the staff were fully inebriated and decided to engorge in the native feasts, and they then fertilized the entire planet with their urine.
Oh man, he does look pissed. Oh man.
Ugh.
Ugh.
All right. So we
Alright.
have this. We have the checklist here, and so first is to.
First is to pee on a native?
Yeah, I'm gonna write that in. That's an important thing.
Well, because I mean that's the first thing we did, so I would assume that that's the first on the list.
Unfortunately, on the checklist, it did actually say to pee on the natives, according to the Federation guidelines. So I could not fault them there. But what they did next was what truly astounded me.
All right. Now you're holding the match. Would you like to do the honors? I think we set the whole forest on fire.
I think if you hold the box and I'll hold the match and we'll do it together, all right?
We'll do it together, hand in hand.
I want to share this moment.
Your hands are so soft.
Oh,
What
you're
do you
so
put on
cute.
them?
Oh, you're so cute. What are you doing later?
Well,
all right, here we go.
Lighting forest on
And
fire.
So after the fire, I determined that they were also the cause of our hand lotion shortage on board the ship. And so for two of those heinous activities, I had no choice but to throw them into the brig until they escaped.
I'm really glad we got out of that brig, man. Now we can, live our lives together.
I mean, the way we did it was so cool. You just had to be there to see it. It's kind of hard to describe.
Very hard.
I was not there to see
very
it, so I
hard.
can only undertone the amount of work that must have been required to escape from our ship's brig. But what happened next was we did retrieve them using our transporters, but they managed to switch our transporters, their signal, with two other life forms.
Okay, I think they're gone.
Okay. Oh God, I cannot do that for very long.
Oh, it's good. Here,
Oh.
let me give you a hug. Oh,
Wow, your entire body's so soft. It's like your hands.
you're
It's all over your body.
Oh.
So Lieutenant Glip Glorp and Sergeant Foos Miggins have actually made lovely contributions to the crew. I've decided to not inform their families what has happened and simply retrieve with our new crew members. Final entry, Captain's Log. I'm not sure how well that went. I'm going to edit the fuck out of it.
We could try it again.
We could try it again. I think we might need something to cut you guys off.
Why don't you stick all three of us in it?
Oh, God.
No, as in, like, you do the captain's log, and that way, like, it won't just be the same two people doing stuff. It could be like, oh, they went over here to confer with someone else, and then that kind of thing.
Like, I'm someone else.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
No, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Let's also do just a sort of a strict self-policing of like 10 seconds, and then just done. Like cut yourselves off, and that way it'll be like mid-sentence.
Okay.
That way it'll be easier to make sure that we don't talk over each other, and also it'll leave me a little. It'll force me to be a little more creative in describing what just happened. If you guys cut yourselves off mid-sentence like that.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Okay, so let's try that again. Let's get another
Get
suggestion.
forward, re-engage. Oh God, the paper towels.
Also, Mike, you can be whatever captain you want. You can be a captain of a starship, you can be a captain of a ship, a regular ship.
That's true.
Something.
You can be whatever captain you want. Just
Yeah.
either Kirk or Picard. Just either one of those.
Captain
Either
of
of
the
the
ship.
No other captains.
Either of the two captains that ever existed.
Yes.
Would anyone else want to be the captain? I wasn't very thrilled with my Captain Kirk voice. Does anyone else want to try captaining?
I can try.
Yeah. Go ahead, Alex.
Yeah.
Try.
Yes.
So,
Do
okay.
Most
do
amount
not. There is no try.
Fucking done.
Thanks, Yubber.
All right, let me. I guess I have to reintroduce it if we're gonna do it with all of us and with a new suggestion. I'll do a quick reintroduction. This next game is a game we call Captain's Log. It's a brand new game. This game, the way this game is played, it is a scene game for myself, Ed. It's for all of us. Fuck it, we're all doing it. Alex is going to be our captain, and he's going to be reading off the captain's log for a mission that may have gone well. Maybe it didn't go well. Maybe they did something. Maybe they didn't. but he's going to explain it, and then it's up to us to fill in the audio blanks in between each of his entries into the captain's log. So our suggestion for this scene, for this game, is Lake. Lake.
Is what?
Lake. How
Lake.
relevant? Lake.
Okay.
So Lake is our suggestion.
It's actually kind of weird because I was going to be the captain of a boat before you said that, so now it sounds like I'm super shitty and unoriginal.
Or like you're
Well,
improv.
that suggestion is C+ then.
Yeah, like SCA.
Your
Okay.
suggestion is Zap Brannigan.
Okay, so players of the game of Captain's Log. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's begin.
Captain's log, T-minus 900, captain of a cruise ship, ordinarily a fantastic job going to Hawaii. Little did I know I was going to be stuck on board for the next 3 days with the world's most insufferable, nagging, waspy family I have ever encountered. Just listen. Just listen.
Excuse me, this gelatin has fruit in it, and I don't like fruit, so what you need to do is you make real gelatin, I'm gonna be out there
Sir, I'm going to ask you to quiet down and take your pterodactyl and just leave.
I'll go do whatever the fuck I want with my fucking pterodactyl, bitch, so you gotta leave me
Well, I
alone.
got to leave your kid.
Captain's log, the pterodactyl was just the beginning. Several hours later, I found that while everyone else was having a good time, they were upset that they did not have any diet beverages on hand, and it quickly escalated from there.
Are you saying I'm fat? Are you saying I'm gonna jump on this boat?
That's what I'm saying. That's
I'm
why your
gonna
pterodactyl can't lift you.
I'm
Now
gonna
get out
jump
of
on
here.
this boat, I'm gonna drown, and it's all gonna be your fault, and I'm gonna be sad, because I'm gonna be dead.
The
So I'm
lake's
just
only
gonna
going to-
fucking
so go
kill
ahead.
myself. Can I kill
Go ahead.
Captain's log.
Ah!
Captain's log, mere minutes later, I attempted to direct them to the cruise bartender to mitigate the situation.
Oh my God, we hit an iceberg. We hit an iceberg. What do we do? What do we do?
There's
Well,
that's not
I
even
find
a
that hitting
problem.
icebergs goes very well with a nice martini.
It's not even the problem. It's your martini looks
Shut
like
up, fatty.
shit.
Shut up,
What do we do?
fatty.
Get to the lifeboats.
I'm not getting your lifeboat. Your lifeboat's ugly.
Captain's log, the family would not board the lifeboats, as they pointed out, they were, quote, too ugly. I mourn their loss and attempt to never be put in this situation ever again. Oh God.
So we're in agreement there.
All right,
The game is over.
that is the end of Chimp Knuckles as we know it. It's been a lot of fun, guys. But we're calling it quits. That was the 7 gong hit. That was the 8 gong hit. We're all committing mass suicide. That is we're all committing mass genocide now, and we're all committing mass hydrocide now. Which I'll find out what that means later.
Okay. We'll see if that makes the cut. We'll do enough other games. I think we'll bang out another game. Another
Lumpy
couple.
space princess on a boat.
Yeah, sure. Just in case that didn't play as well as I don't know. We'll see.
You gotta figure it out. I think there's something there. It's just kind of like
Yeah, we're still working on it. I think.
We're searching for it.
our first time wasn't perfect, and that's
Yeah.
it's okay. That's
We
all
couldn't
right.
find the comedic hole.
Couldn't find the hole. Okay. Our next game is a game we call Audiobook.
Oh,
Yay!
right.
Audiobook is a game for all of us.
Mhm.
3 of us are going to be reading chapters out of an audiobook. The fourth person is going to be controlling the chapters and who's reading that book with the sound of this. That person is going to be switching between the audio voices. So let's first get a suggestion for a... Let's see, we need a famous story. So I want to look up Greek fable. I'm Googling Greek fable.
Sounds like you're just smacking your hands randomly on the desk.
Oh,
Just a
I'm
keyboard.
Googling, guys.
Gotta Google Greek fable. That's how I type.
Oh, what do you know? I came up with velociraptors on the moon.
Oh no! Okay, so
Nobody's gonna get that
man.
joke but us. Fuck.
I got the tortoise and the hare. I'm not even sure that's a Greek fable, but tortoise and the hare came up.
I think it's an Aesop fable.
It might be. It is now. Tortoise and the hare is our story. Does anyone want to run it? Is it or is
I typically run it, but I do.
you can run it?
I'll run this time, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So as Mike said, all the rules are set in place. We will be retelling Tortoise and the Hare, and each of our three people here are going to have a certain quirk or trait about them that's going to make telling the story much more interesting and help us understand it more as a whole. That being said, let me sit here and try and come up with some character traits for these guys. So Alex is getting his hair cut and trying to nervously hit on the barber the whole time.
That's literally my life.
Mike is a shoe salesman who just moved into a town of paraplegics. And
You want to switch, Alex?
Nope. I'm good. Nervously hitting on the barber. I'll keep my virginity. You can live in a paraplegic town.
Sure.
And Ed is a celebrity constantly fighting off massive crowds while trying to save face after an embarrassing incident.
Okay.
Okay. I've got all of our quirks. Sorry, everyone. Our players, are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sure.
All right. We'll begin with Alex. Begin.
All right, so I know this really cool story, right? It's the story of the tortoise and the hare, right? And sometimes it's really good to be with someone who goes really fast and just finishes really quickly, right? So this story could show you that. I don't know why that would matter. I don't know why I've been telling you this. That's really.
So what's nice is I'm actually I'm in a town full of tortoises. I got no hares to worry about here, and I'll tell you why that's a good thing. Because you don't want to be a hare. Being a hare running around everywhere is overrated. You know what happens at the end of that book? I'm not going to spoil it, but let's just say you're going to want 4 shoes. Now, let me show you to our shoe line here, sir. If you could wheel yourself on over. This is our turtle foot special. It makes you go even slower.
Okay, so if you could just get out of my face, please. I'm trying to get to this race, so I'm trying to see the race. I don't want to answer. I'm not taking any more of your questions. You saw the sex tape. You saw what happened, and I'm not going to deny anything. I'm not going to comment on it either way because it's not going to just follow me on Twitter. Just do whatever, and I'll say everything. So just get out of my face, please. Okay? Thank you.
And the hare was moving along nice, but then he stopped in front of the mirror, to admire this phenomenal haircut he got from this barber called Vanessa at Great Clips. Isn't that weird that that's like the same name as your name? Isn't that like super strange and they work like the same place you do? I thought so too. So the hare was just admiring this haircut, and little did she know that the tortoise, slow, steady, and all boring, right? Which is totally like the opposite of how I am. That's pretty funny too, right?
So the key is this tortoise. Yeah, he's not Vanessa, I'm sure, but the key is these shoes make him steady. He's slow, but he's steady. You see, the advantage there is that in the long run, when you're going up and down the ramps, you get there. It's not important how fast you get there. If you get there too fast, hey, you'll fall down. You could break your neck. Oh wait, let me rephrase that.
Okay, so yeah, I fell asleep in the middle of it. Okay, you saw it. You saw the tape. What more do I need to clarify? You saw I fell asleep in the middle of it. I was tired. I wasn't really feeling it that night. I'm sorry. The cameras happened to be rolling, and it's on the internet. Okay, so just don't even play with me. I'm just trying to promote my new movie. By the way, go see the new Batman movie. It's fucking awesome because I'm in it.
And so then the tortoise ended up beating the hare, and his payment had to go see said movie with the hare and give the hare the tortoise's number. Right? Please, I'm so alone.
So what happens is, slow and steady, that doesn't just apply to races. It applies in the bedroom as well. So let me set you up with these condoms. I know you don't think you're going to need them, but I'll tell you one thing. Slow and steady, it wins every race. And I do mean every race.
Yeah, I tried the slow and steady thing. I really did. And it just didn't work out. So I would appreciate it if you stopped putting a picture up in your tabloids because, I'm just scrolling through this at checkout. I have kids that see that, all right? How do you think they feel? How do you think you would feel in my position, all right? So don't even play. I'm going to live my life how I want to. And don't be mad because I'm more successful than you.
Well, I'm going to hell.
That was awesome. Alex, you were supposed to be playing a fictional character, not your last actual haircut conversation.
Joke's on you. My last haircut was with a dude. That was my second to last actual haircut conversation.
Ooh.
You jerk.
Whoa.
Scoob.
Okay.
Good job, guys. Yeah. Sorry, Mike. It kind of all came out at once, and I couldn't stop the roll. So,
Heyo.
y'all did well. It was very good.
That sounded like something you'd say while you're fucking a fat chick. Like, sorry, it just all came out at once, and I couldn't stop the rolls.
Oh. We're just on fire today.
Mike was very disturbed by that. The rest of us were pretty complacent.
I thought that was worth more than complacency. I think you guys just need to fucking loosen up, you know?
Yeah, slow and steady.
Slow and steady wins the fat chick race.
Do you not want to be paralyzed? That's not the moral here. That's
Do you guys remember that movie about the fat camp where Ben Stiller was in it, but he was uncredited as the crazy guy?
Heavyweights.
What?
Yeah.
Heavyweights.
Oh, yeah. That was a great movie.
Yeah, it has all the Mighty Ducks in it, pretty much. All the kids from the Mighty Ducks were in that movie. Kenan Thompson, it had Goldberg.
Kenan Thompson. Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Remember the blob, the thing in the lake? Like that.
Yes.
Anyway. I'm just reminded because I'm pretty sure Ben Stiller's uncredited in that.
Oh, his dad is like in that too. He's like the owner of the camp or something.
Is he?
I think both of his parents might actually be in it. I think they're both the owners of the camp.
Well, you know.
To the IMDb. Okay. To the IMDb. So, all right, let's moving along. We're gonna go to our next game. Our next game is a game called "It Would Be Funnier If." The way "It'd Be Funnier If" is played is we're going to have two of our players conduct a scene. It's going to be Ed and Matt in this scene, and as they're playing along this seemingly ordinary scene, somebody extraordinary is going to step up and proclaim that it would be funnier if. And then they're going to decide how it would in fact be funnier. They're the arbiters of comedy, and that is their job. So, Alex, do you want to be the "It'd Be Funnier" Iffer?
Yeah.
All right. Alex is going to be that someone. He's going to stop the scene with the sound of, and then he's going to say, "It would be funnier if their arms
Their
were made of."
knees were made of.
Let's try that again because that was stupid.
Or wait a second, wait, hold on. So I haven't done this with you guys in a while. Is the way we do it? Do I say what would be funnier? Like,
you say it'd be funnier if their arms were full, and then you do the random noun generator.
Okay, cool. So I like do tell them also what it would be.
You say the whole thing, and you just stop before you hit the random noun generator, and then you go.
Okay, we're generating 10 nouns right now. Actually, no, it's probably do that.
Four usually works. I mean, 4 is because sometimes you do get ones that are simply unusable, but with 4 is a good number. Good.
Wait, what was the one that was like? It'd be funny if like his like hands were made of hope.
You get a lot of non-corporeal suggestions.
That was a very ethereal game of "It'd Be Funnier If."
Yeah.
Also, I did go on IMDb for a second because I was curious. Freaking one of the writers of Heavyweights was Judd Apatow.
Of course he was.
Just of course, right? I mean, sorry, that's just my little aside. All right.
Absolutely. So, Alex, go ahead and give us an example of funnier riffing, if you please.
All right. It'd be funnier if he was carrying a bundle of example. Ugh.
Bundle of example. Brought to you by the random noun generator.
As you can see from my
Okay.
dissertation, I have example here.
Hold on, let's try that again. It'd be funnier if he was carrying a bundle of dirt.
Bundle of dirt. And then that's how it is in the scene. That's how it's going. That's the way she goes.
Wait, you don't have to use a noun generator, Alex. You can just make up the noun yourself.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, but where's the fun in that, though?
Wait, no,
because it would actually be funnier if.
I mean, I guess.
Like,
do you want?
He was carrying a bundle of temperature, random, tendency, dry, and clutch.
Bundle of clutch.
Dude, I got my bundle. Like, Bundle of Clutch is my favorite '80s hair metal band.
Bundle of Butch.
Oh, and of course, archaeology.
Bundle of archaeology. All right, well, if you want to do it that way, do you want to do you set me up and I'll deliver the noun myself? Like, that's how we used
or
to
you
do it.
guys could do it to each
Yeah,
other
yeah,
almost.
yeah.
It's
I think
Okay.
that's good.
All right, so let's introduce that then. So the way that the new choice, or the way that the funny riffing is going to take place is Alex is going to go ahead and set me up for one by saying something along the lines of,
All right, stop. It'd be funnier if they were carrying a bag of...
lies.
Oh, so many falsities.
And that's how the scene goes. That's the way it should
A
go.
bag of lies?
Bag of lies.
Even when you have your own choice, you make it, like, conceptual.
No one said this was going to be easy.
A bag of philosophical utilitarian experiments.
A bag of Pavlovs.
A bag of Socrates' speeches. All right, now.
A bag of existential crises.
You open it up and it's empty and you're just like my life. And then...
Or is it empty? Do we really know that?
A bag of Nietzschean philosophy.
Schrodinger's bag of
Philosophies.
existential crisis.
Schrodinger's bag of Nietzsche.
A bag of
Am I
philosophical
struggling?
cheesesteaks.
I don't know yet. I haven't opened the bag.
A
The
bag
bag
of
is both
philosophical...
open and not open.
It's one of the best Futurama jokes is when they're watching like this race and then they go into the quantum camera to figure out who won and they choose a winner and the professor goes, "No fair, you
You change the outcome by measuring
change
it.
the outcome by measuring it." Yeah.
It works on a lot of levels because if you're not smart enough to understand quantum mechanics, it still is funny.
Yeah.
It's like you
They're
changed
like,
it by
oh,
being accurate.
nerds.
Yeah.
Okay, so and by the way, Alex, if you're gonna when you do the new choice, or I keep saying that, if you do the funny riffing, use this guy. That way everyone hears it. Okay, so we understand the rules of the funny riffing. Players, this is a game of we need a scene shit. So let's get a scene suggestion from our random noun generator. I'm gonna find us a random noun to
God,
generate.
Mike, why don't you just marry the random noun generator?
Maybe I will. Your random scene suggestion is employer. So employer is the name of this is the suggestion for the scene. Take that how you will. And Matt.
Okay.
Players, this is the game of it'd be funnier if. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Begin.
Look, I think I've been working here for maybe like 15 years already, and I think it's time that I deserve a raise.
What's that? You gotta speak up.
I said that I think that I am an important part of this staff, and see, I'm running through hard times and, inflation and everything, and I don't think a raise is nice.
You're ready to take your crab fishing to the next level.
Well, see,
It would be funnier if he was ready to take his stitching to the next...
Laundromat.
look, I would...
Now, I need you to run to the laundromat and fix up all the little outfits we make for the crabs that we fish.
See, I could do that, but see, with the price of gas and everything, and I honestly don't think I can afford to go there without a little extra compensation, you know what I mean? Because every other department has gotten raises, and I just think the crabfish department.
It'd be funnier if instead of wanting extra compensation, he wanted...
Dogs.
And I just really need a nice poodle to pet. That's really all I'm asking for.
You're gonna have to speak up. The waves are crashing hard today.
I would like a poodle to pet with my hand.
Son, do you think a poodle would fare well out on this boat? I need you to answer me truthfully.
Could also do a golden retriever. Could also do a chocolate lab. Could also do an English bulldog. I'm open.
It would be funnier if their boat was...
Upside down. You went the literal route, huh?
Holy fuck, I love how you both just started doing that at the same time.
As if on cue.
As
like
if
how you-
someone
I like how you
literally
spelled-
told them to.
I like how you spelled poodles with a T instead of a D, Ed. Poodles. For me to pet.
Poodles for me to pet.
Poodles.
Poodles are the second smartest dogs in the world.
Behind butts.
Behind border collies.
I love border collies.
Dude, I
love
fucking
dogs.
love border collies, man. My friends have one. Holy shit. It's adorable as fuck.
Okay, but can we talk about Mike's dog that he babysat that one time? Dog
Oh,
sat
yeah,
that one
Loki.
time.
Alive?
The one that bit me in the hand. We were trying to
The
record.
literal cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. I can't.
Wait, I'm not the cutest thing you've ever seen in your life?
Okay, if you were to
You haven't
dress
seen
up
this
like that
dog,
dog Ed.
I mean, I did that one time, and you're like, "What the hell are you doing?" And then you didn't talk to me for a month.
God, I love Wilfred. All right.
Is it time for some sex positions?
Not yet. It's not. Not until we finish hedging our bets about these games.
What are you doing?
Let's do Dr. Know-It-All.
Oh God.
Just because
Long
we have
one.
enough people to do it this
like
time.
a shit ton of games. We should consider like doing less.
No, we've actually done about the same amount we usually do. I want to do Dr. Know-It-All to make sure, in case we have to replace like Captain's Log or sound effect. I want to make sure we have enough to have a full show if we have to replace one or more of them.
Do we want to do Know-It-All, or do we want to do Interrogation?
I think we should do Know-It-All just because it's rare that we have enough people to do a full Dr. Know-It-All session.
Okay.
I feel like Dr. Know-It-All is also a lot more like foolproof. Like it's almost always funny.
True.
Yeah, Dr. Junior is a lot harder to spin. Wait, where is he on the lam now? He's like on the run for the cops.
I think we're about to get interviewed by Sean Penn. I think
Yeah.
that's the.
I should mention the Foul Play kids. They nailed Beastie Rap.
Damn.
They actually, and the thing is, it wasn't because they were good at it. They rarely got past like 2 or 3 rhymes, but they sold the fuck out of the energy levels. They just went nuts. That was what sold it.
Well, Mike, you didn't see our last show last year, right?
Oh, that was
did not.
amazing.
Yeah.
I did not.
I had the video of it. I'll actually. Okay.
Up it. They also
stole some shit, and it was bikes.
Bats! They also figured out the kid, the new Mike. He cracked the secret to Slideshow. For those of you at home, Slideshow is a game where somebody is talking in the front of the scene, and then 3 or 4 other people are pantomiming and setting up a scene. They then freeze in place, and then the person turns around to describe what they froze in the position. It obviously would go great on an audio-only podcast, which is why we're going to do it next week. But until then, Slideshow, they nailed it. The new Mike kid, he figured it out. No matter what the pose was, all he had to do was at the very end of the time they had, as soon as he turned around, right before he turned around, hand on the dick. Hand on the dick.
Oh,
Just boop, and that's it. Gold every time. Didn't matter what they were doing. Hand on the dick, done. Hilarious. He nailed it. Cracked the fucking code.
I'm glad we figured this out.
I finally found I saw what's happening.
Well, Alex is clearly distracted.
What's going on?
I just had to send that to like everybody.
Sure, of course.
Look at me.
not?
I am the
Look at
captain now.
Okay, we're gonna move on to our next game here. We're gonna play some Dr. Know-It-All. Dr. Know-It-All is. First of all, does anyone want to ask the questions? If not, I'll do it. But is anyone eager to ask? What the fuck? Is anyone done breathing? Well then. Winner. Okay, well, apparently no one wants to run. I'll run it. Ask the questions. Okay, so Dr. Know-It-All is our esteemed colleague. He is.
You know what, Mike? I'll ask questions. You haven't
wanna
played
ask
this in a long time. Yeah.
Okay.
Worry about it.
All right. What's the order going to be for heads then? What's
Alex, you, Ed.
Okay.
Alex, Mike, Ed. All right. This is Dr. Know-It-All. He's our resident 3-headed doctor. He knows everything in the entire world. He knows the answer to everything, and we're going to ask him some questions now. The only caveat is that each head can only say one word at a time until the question is answered. Then it has to end at Ed. So does that make sense, everyone?
No.
Okay. All right. This is the game of Dr. Know-It-All. Are you guys?
Wait. Hold on. So, what order is? I thought it was me, Mike, Ed.
It is.
Oh, fuck you, Ed. I mean, fuck
you.
Ed.
You could have said Alex there. I mean, you kind of shot yourself in the foot there. All right. Players, this is the game of Dr. Know-It-All. Are you ready?
Yep.
Yes.
So, Dr. Know-It-All, it is very nice to see you on our show again. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? What have you been up to recently?
Yesterday.
Fapped.
2.
Much.
People.
Well, I didn't know was possible, but I guess that is a syndrome that can happen. Now I believe we have a few questions out in the audience here. Oh yes. What material makes for the best winter coat to keep warmth in?
Winter,
Coats.
Work.
best.
If.
Geese.
Shit,
In.
Your
coat,
Pocket.
daily.
I do often forget the warming powers of goose shit. All right, thank you for that. Next question. How many people does it take to change a light bulb?
it,
Takes.
17.
people,
To.
Get
your,
Shit.
together.
in,
Bed.
However,
sometimes,
If.
one
mother,
Fucker.
decides
to,
Inebriate.
himself
inside,
light bulb.
then,
You.
Have
to,
Get.
a
dedicated,
Server.
to
replace.
The.
light bulb.
I can't help but notice there's a lot of masturbatory and shit teams and a lot of cusses just going around right now, Dr. Noah. Have you been talking with your son recently? I
My
feel like
Son.
Doesn't
care,
About.
people
especially,
Not.
me.
oh,
Oh.
third head. Okay.
I was the third head.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you, Dr. Noah. I'm sorry to hear about your son. I do hope he does well with Sean Penn. Let's see. To continue on here, if I am in the desert and dying of thirst, what's the best course of action I can take?
you,
Should.
Die.
Assuming I'm dying in the desert, what's the best course of action I should take?
if,
You.
Die.
then,
I.
Win.
What do you think of the idea of an all-vulture cover band of Kansas called "Carry On, My Wayward Son"?
I,
Think.
That's
that,
Bad.
idea.
Very primitive and masturbatory today, Dr. Know-It-All. I'm
You
a little irritated.
Suck.
Balls.
I don't need the slander. What's the best way to handle some slanders?
well,
You.
Don't.
Thank you, Dr. Noel. It's been a pleasure speaking with you today. Do you have any closing remarks for our audience?
your
Mom.
Is
ugly
And.
I
did
Her.
yesterday
and
I.
hated
doing
Her.
yesterday.
Well, you know what they say? Tomorrow's a bright future, so maybe it'll be better next time. Thank you, Dr. Know-It-All.
doubt
There'll be a Mexican
that.
firing squad. Oh, God. There'll be a Mexican firing squad out back ready for you.
A lot of abrupt sentences tonight from Dr.
Dude,
Know-It-All.
I was so hoping in the last one for somehow that all three, or that both of you would be in my train of thought, and it would just be suck it, Trebek, or like your mother, Trebek.
Your mother, Trebek.
Like the odds of that happening were like 1 in a billion, but I tried.
I was Trebek from Celebrity Jeopardy in 10th grade in high school on a day when Halloween fell on a weekday, and I came into school late because it took forever to put on the old guy makeup. I put on like baby powder in my hair, eye markers on my eyebrows to give me the Connery eyebrows, and then I got a fake beard, a real legit looking fake beard, and I come in a suit, and I just walk into English class, and before I get to the class, like within earshot, and I know the door's open. I just go, "You'll rue the day you crossed me, Trebek," and then I just walk in smug as a motherfucker, and everyone loses their shit. And the teacher, he can't even finish the fucking lesson. He just keeps looking over at me, and I just raise my eyebrows like, And he just every time he loses it. It was fucking fantastic. I won Halloween.
I so would have tried to just answer every question, just raise my hand. It's like, what is 5 quantity 2? Your mother, Mrs. Slenderstein.
You wrote "go" and you wagered for it.
Go for it, Trebek.
I think it was Tom Cruise.
Oh yeah, it's like you wagered. It's like, oh, that is actually correct. Let's see what you wagered. Suck it, Trebek.
You beef with it, Appleton.
I think my favorite one was when Tom Hanks played himself as an idiot.
Yes, that was fantastic.
And Tom Hanks is caught in a garbage bag. Oh God, classic.
Yes.
All right.
Let's go ahead and move on to some sex positions, some ending games here. Oh dang! Time for
I am
some
ready for some sexual positioning.
Sexual positions. Sex positions is a game where we're gonna go around, take turns. It's gonna start Alex, Ed. No, wrong. It's gonna start Alex, me, Ed, Matt. We're gonna go in order, and we're going to come up with a sex position, one at a time, and then one person's gonna come up with that position, name it, and then all of the rest of us are going to take turns describing said sex position, and then the first person is going to correct them and tell them the proper use for the term. So, Alex, why don't you start us off with your entry for the night?
Oh fuck. Okay. What is the utterly amazing tiramisu?
Okay, the utterly amazing tiramisu is what you get at a restaurant when you've been rude to the waiter, and he sticks his dick in your tiramisu, but then he covers it up so you don't know there's a dick hole in there, and then he tells you that the tiramisu is utterly amazing, sir, utterly amazing, and then he laughs while you eat it.
The utterly amazing tiramisu is when you take ladyfingers and you shove them inside the rectum of a bovine, and it's utterly amazing tiramisu.
Now, when we say ladyfingers, how literal are you being with ladyfingers? Because
it's a pun on ladyfingers, which you make tiramisu out of, but also the fingers of a lady.
You know more about tiramisu than I do.
Well, you see, utterly amazing tiramisu actually is just one long, love-filled night involving a cow, a nice bottle of champagne, and some cocoa powder.
Key ingredient is that cocoa powder.
So I was actually praying that nobody would mention a cow, because I was like, man, that's actually what it is. So I think we had the first instance of you guys knowing what a sex position is. But say that the alternate meaning for the utterly amazing tiramisu, as decided 5 seconds ago, is basically when you're banging your girlfriend and right as you come, she just shoves tiramisu in your mouth, and it is just the best fucking tiramisu ever, figuratively and literally.
Lovely. Okay, I want you guys to tell me about the Venezuelan Ron Swanson.
Well, the Venezuelan Rob Swanson is when...
Ron Swanson, don't be a pig.
That's what I said.
Classy, I heard Rob Swanson.
I said
don't
Ron
you bring
Swanson.
in here. Okay, go ahead.
The Venezuelan Ron Swanson, ignorant whore, is when you want to go, when you're like, oh yeah, let's go to Venezuela and pick up some attractive Venezuelan women, and you go all the way down there, but then your incredible social anxiety kicks in, and you just end up spending the entire weekend in the hotel room watching reruns of Parks and Rec, but they're in a different language, so it's funny.
The Venezuelan Ron Swanson actually is when you hand build a canoe and row yourself on down to South America looking for some mustache rides.
All right, the Venezuela Ron Swanson is when you're banging a chick in Venezuela or a Venezuelan chick, kind of either or, and you do something ballsy that she doesn't like. And when she tells you to stop, you show her a permit that says, I do what I want, Ron.
All right, close. The Venezuelan Ron Swanson is what happens when you're in the 69 position, and she has the toots, and you're still in there, but the upper lip there gets hit with a little bit of mustache, and you've got yourself a Venezuelan Ron Swanson. Boom.
Nice.
The toots.
So it's a veg sandwich with Ron Swanson's mustache in the middle.
Exactly.
Tasty.
Nom, 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 nom.
All right, well, I'm going to look back to the Oriental Supermarket and Restaurant, Mr. Chen's takeout menu.
God.
Yeah, it's your random noun generator.
Today, it's I haven't seen this one before, the ginger onion lobster.
That's just making up words. That's not even a thing.
It's stir-fried lobster, ginger with scallion, and onion sauce.
Dang it,
Fuck
Eddie
you,
stole
Chen.
exactly what I was gonna say.
And
Fuck you, Chen.
and the price depends on the market value of lobster.
Fuck you, Chen.
So it's the ginger onion lobster.
Ginger onion lobster.
Well, the ginger onion lobster are when a redhead and a severely sunburned redhead have sex after not showering for a week.
Oh. Layers.
The ginger onion lobster is when you take a ginger out to dinner and you buy her this really expensive meal and then you just dump her and make her cry
Oh.
because onions.
So the ginger onion lobster is the name for the Gilligan's Island porn that just came out, starring Thurston Howell and Ginger and the captain, the skipper.
Oh my!
I'll leave it to your imagination which one played which ingredient.
All right, so the ginger onion lobster is actually when you're with a redhead who is also an ogre, and you're having a great night, and you just start pinching each other with your claws, and it just leaves marks, and it just bites into the skin, and you both get scars from it.
Well then.
Oh.
You guys have been cute, but I really, really want to know about the half-past noon lost pantaloon.
Fucking goddamn it.
Oh, God. Well, holy fuck. I think I might have finally met my sex positional match. All right. The half-past noon lost pantaloon is when you fuck a frat guy, and you have to do the walk of shame, right? You wake up around half-past noon or so, and you're like, holy shit, I don't have pants. I have no idea how to do this walk of shame. And so basically you have to just steal his jeans, and everyone just laughs at you as you walk back on campus.
Okay, the half-past noon lost pantaloon is a Victorian-era position. It's what happens when you're fucking in Big Ben. You bend her over, and she goes half-past noon, and then her pantaloons fall down and blow away. And then you keep fucking her because what are you going to do? Not fuck a girl on Big Ben? Who would not do that, given the opportunity? No one, that's who. So those
Thank you, Big Ben.
pantaloons are gone. Thank you, Big Ben.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you.
The half-past noon lost pantaloon is when a very keen-eyed time traveler makes it to 12:30 every afternoon and just stops time and steals everyone's pants. And then at 12:31, everyone's like freaking out. It's like, oh no, I don't have pants. And then, they all get really excited, and then babies get made.
All right.
Well, those are all decent guesses, guys. But the half-past noon lost pantaloon is actually kind of a lost, antiquated position. It's in the history halls of sex lore, and it involved two privates on a 17th century pirate ship. And in the middle of the day, they would sneak away from their post and try and have sex, and then the male would then climb the mast and try and take off the Jolly Roger flag and replace it with his pants.
Ooh.
All right.
To kind of signify to the crew that, not only is there a woman on board that's cursed, but he got lucky too.
Yar.
Well, that was rousing. Ed or Matt, by the way, they name dropped you in the show. They said as Matt Lees once said, it's that funny every time.
Oh my God! God Also, is Miles still wearing red pants?
Sure is.
Yeah. Like, I'm a little upset, but I guess I'm kind of glad.
No, it's your legacy, your pants legacy.
Yeah, it's good.
The Pant Legacy.
It's Matt.
The Pegasus.
The Pegasus. Oh no.
Okay, let me do the closeout here. That was Chimp Knuckles once again, brought to you by our lovely sponsors, cottagecheeseinashoe.com. Don't knock it until you've tried it. We are on all of the social things: Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. I should mention I listened to the show to the 21st episode, the one I did drunk, and somehow, and I didn't realize this till I was editing it, I invented a social network. I threw a random word in there when I was listing them off, and no one even called me on it. I don't think you guys even realized I did it, and I didn't realize I did it. I was like, we're on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Sandscratch, Pinterest, Tumblr, and I just kept going. Didn't even skip a beat. And then I was editing, it's like I had to rewind it like 6 times. I was like, was I trying to say something, or did I just seriously think that was a thing and then just didn't question it?
Oh, I thought you were just like saying I thought you were just like joking.
No!
Okay.
I was dead serious.
Sand scratch?
Sand scratch! It's just the word I used in the middle of those words.
Yeah. I haven't listened to it yet. How is the... Oh, yeah, whatever. We'll do that after this is done being live. I'll ask him.
I haven't heard it. How'd it go? No, it came out good. We are on all of the other things except for Sand Scratch. Yet. We're on Tumblr, YouTube, SoundCloud. We're all over the place. We're on chimpknuckles.com. We are on your iTunes, your Androids, your podcasters, your podcatchers, your pod switchers, your pod doers, your pod eaters, your pod shitters, your pod brewers, your pod poopers. You're on all of them. If you pod, we can chimp it. Money back guarantee.
If you chimp it, they will pod.
I feel like we found our new
Mike,
show.
exactly what did you say there? If you pod, we can chimp it?
If you pod, we can chimp it.
Okay.
Betcha.
Beautiful.
We sure can. We sure chimp.
There's a saying that you can ship that with anything, right? Like, that's a saying. It's like, yeah, I can
I'd
ship this
ship
with anything. I can chimp this with anything.
We are forgetting what I have to say. Oh, Ben Sound. bensound.com. Ben Sound does our music. He don't know that he chimps our music, but he sure does all the time.
He don't know that he chimp our music, but he sure pod.
People don't think he pods like we do, but music can. Cottage
Chimp.
cheese. Cottage chimp.
But music in a shoebox. Don't knock it till you hear it.
Music in a box, troll. Don't eat it till you fuck it till you Ron Swanson.
Please, just
Please, for the last time. I'm not going to say that again. I can't tell you how many times I've had to remind you not to do that. So, yeah, we will be back here next week. Feel free to listen, or don't. It's whatever. Shout out to the good old folks.
We should give people the option to not listen.
You have no choice. You will listen.
There we go.
You will listen and love it. Or else we're going to ship a shoe full of cottage cheese to you, and you won't know why.
And that you won't love.
That
And
you
you'll
won't
knock
love.
it. And
You'll knock it, but then you'll try it and you'll think, I feel double embarrassed because not only do I not understand this cottage cheese filled shoe, but damn if I didn't like it.
And man, are my chimps potted.
Whoa! Shout out to the good folks at Foul Play at Rochester Institute of Technology. Some of them actually listen to us. I can't tell why, but they do. So, hey, Lucas.
It's like
hey,
Ben Sounds.
That should be our slogan. If you listen to it, we don't know why.
We don't know why. It's like reverse Ben Sounds. They know why they're listening. We don't. Shout out to Lucas and to both the mics. And I guess, who else? A couple of other... Everyone. If I didn't mention you by name, happy birthday. Your name. Yay!
There's been almost one complete coherent sentence in this ending. Almost one.
Almost one. And when I edit it, it'll sound just gravy. Okay, so... I think that was the ending. I think I'm just gonna fade out when we're talking about that. That was it. Let me go ahead. Let me stop the.
Now
record.
the world don't move to the
Now the world moves. To the beat of the drum.
Now the world don't chimp unless you pod. Hello? Is someone there?
Let me in! There's this cottage cheese filled shit on the board. It won't go
Quit
away.
ringing my cottage cheese door.